This is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. The second video is going to focus on finding coordinating fabrics for my Elsa and Anna quilt. These fabrics will be used to design a border that will work really well with this panel. I found this site called Thousands of Bolts, Only One Nut when looking for some wide backing a week ago. And as I was looking through and, finding my fabric for the back, I realized that they had this really cool tool to make it easier to find coordinating fabrics. And so I thought I would show you with the Elsa and Anna panel how I used this tool to create a collection. So I'm going to do Find a Fabric and Color Picker. And if you can see, I put my Elsa and Anna panel on the left, and I'm going to move this circle over to the sort of the maroons there, and trying to find something that's pretty close, and then I can use this one in the center to get even better. And I think that's a really good match to Anna's cape. So I'm going to search for the color. And you can see all of these potential fabrics show up. So since I want to use fat quarters or purchase fat quarters, I'm just going to find each of the fat quarters and add it to the cart. So now I'm going to search for another color because I think I'm going to need a few more of those maroons, but maybe in a lighter pink this time. Maybe I'll go darker this time and get closer to a burgundy there. That one looks good. And I think that one looks good. Okay, now let's look for Elsa's blue dress. Ooh, I love that. So I'm going to search for that color. And what about Anna's skirt? So let's see what I can find with that. I'm looking for principally monochromatic types of prints. Okay, I think I need one more group of the blue teals. I'm thinking a little bit of the sky, maybe. Okay, I think that looks good. So let me see if I can get a few more with that. Okay, let me go to my cart real quick here, and I'm looking for maybe about 6 of the maroons and maybe a dozen of the blues. So I think I've got a very nice assortment. I'm thinking for an inner border, I probably am going to want more of a darker burgundy, possibly this one. So if I click on it, I'm going to view the pattern in other colors, but what I'm really trying to get to is the per yard. And so I'm going to add I think that's it, a yard to that. Here's one other tip. I would like to add all of these to EQ so that I can also play with it. So if I click on my marble swirls and I right click on this, I can basically save the image, and I set up a folder called Elsa and Anna Fabrics. And again, right click, save image as. And you sort of get the gist of what I'm doing here. Once I've saved all of the images on my computer, I can now import them in Electric Quilt. To do so, I want to go to Libraries, Fabric Library, and I want to import from image files. And you can navigate then to where you saved it, and I'm just going to do a Control A, which should select all of them, and I'll click on Open there, and they should all be here. So I'm now going to also do another Control A, and I'm going to add to Sketchbook, and I can close that, and now I can view my sketchbook. I'm going to get rid of that one that shouldn't be there. I can just delete that one, and everything should be there, so I've got a whole palette I can now work with in designing the rest of my quilt. I've gone back to Thousands of Bolts, Only One Nut and purchased my fabric, and I am waiting for it to arrive, but while I'm doing that, I can actually use those images of the fabric and design a unique border for my quilt, and that will be done in part 3. Thanks so much for watching.